Hey, how you doing there again, folks? Me again, of course, Brandon Wenzel. Come back at you, another offering off my sampler platter. Yes, indeed, folks, Sampler V, series of V's I've been doing for a little while now. Go over there, try out food and drink items. I eat stuff, I drink stuff, then, folks, I'm going to talk about stuff. I'm going to let you know all that you need to know about hopefully delicious stuff that, time I'm doing this, folks, I'm not going to lie. I just got through reviewing a really tasty burger, and I can only assume good things about this next one coming up. But we'll get to that. Folks, it's super simple format. I'm going to go over there, I'm going to try out food and or drink items for you. Whilst I'm doing so, I'm going to yammer around about it for a bit. Whilst I'm doing all that, I'm inside my truck, and whilst I'm doing all that, folks, I'm wearing a super cool shirt. And folks, when I wear super cool shirts, I always like to highlight the super cool shirt. What super cool shirt am I wearing for you today, folks? Well, it happens to be my brand spanking new, boom, the Mendenhall Experiment shirt. I have no idea what the fucking name means. But they're a band. I ran into these folks a few days ago, last Sunday specifically. They were on tour with a band called Scream at the Sky that I was there to see. I'd never heard of these guys, but they fucking came out. They actually went over there, they ended the show, and they were fucking awesome. Like, I didn't know what to expect going into it, but it was like, no, they were fucking really cool, man. And, the crowd was totally into it. Everything, just the way they had their stuff set up and everything, just, you could tell. They knew what the fuck they were doing. They were having a great time on stage. It was really awesome. And then, just as kind of like this added little extra kick-ass element to it, one of their guitarists, a guy named Brandon, who's actually went over there and formed the band, he actually suffers from cerebral palsy. So, he has kind of limited physical movements and stuff like that. And so in order to go over there and, be able to play guitar and stuff, like, he had to overcome that. And that was super fucking cool, very inspiring. I just thought it was super neat, like just a cool little add-on. So much so that I went over there, actually got some videos of their performances. They're on this channel as well, just in case maybe you want to check them out. And if nothing else, I'd be more than happy to point you in their direction of their music and stuff, because I think they're a really badass band. But anyway, what am I trying for you today, folks? Why is it a burger? What are we doing here? Well, I just got through reviewing oh no. No! Saved it. Boom! I just got through reviewing a double cheeseburger from a place called Shorty's in Wooddale, Illinois. But, of course, it's me. I'm not some basic bitch. I'm going to go over there. I'm not just going to review one burger. I got to review another burger. Specifically, I knew I wanted to review one of their kind of specialty burgers. So, boom, specialty burger. This is their pastrami burger, which sounds amazing. Quick little thing, because it is a burger review, it's going to end up on my Burgers for Days playlist. That is a playlist for just burger reviews. And because it is a local establishment, it is going to end up on my Eating Out Illinois playlist, which is a playlist for just, like, Illinois establishments. But let's go ahead and take a look at this thing. Open. Open, 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 open. There we go. Woo! Okay. Oh my god, yes. God bless America. It looks like this. Good thing. That is so ridiculously awesome looking. I didn't make any adjustments to the thing with the double cheeseburger. I did no onions and no pickles. This one, I was like, let it ride. We'll see how it works with the pastrami and stuff. So there are onions and pickles, but let's give this a whole big old bite. I will say I like that they use sauteed onions. I thought it was just going to be like raw onions. Sauteed onions I can get down with way more than raw. Oh, that's good. Oh, that's so many flavors. And even the pickles, they're definitely using some nice quality pickles. They've got a nice sweetness to it, like it's not just a vinegar hit. Okay. I think for me personally, if I'm going to get this one again, I would probably go sans pickles, even though I like the pickles that they're using, just so that I can sort of enjoy everything else that's going on. Because the pickles are definitely, I mentioned this before, I don't hate pickles, they're a bit intrusive as an element to a lot of foods. If you use them, in the right circumstances, these I can get down with because they add in like a sweet aspect to it with the salty pastrami. Kind of evens things out a little bit. But, that's a good, Try just some of the pastrami. Pastrami's really tasty. It's like buttery, almost melt in your mouth. Again, it's got that nice kind of saltiness to it. Oh, that's good. Like, it almost acts to help extra season the burger. Burger still tastes really good. I commented the effect that I really like their burgers in the last one, my last review. Very beefy. Like, not a huge burger, not a small burger, but a lot of flavor packed in. That with the pastrami, just adding to that savoriness, adding to that little bit of that saltiness. You still get the nice beefiness of the burger, but it like changes the overall of the experience. And honestly, the sauteed onions are really good. It's a little bit sloppy, a little bit ridiculous, and a shitload of delicious. I'm very down with this burger. And it's so different from the double cheeseburger. There's so much going on with this one. Whereas the double cheeseburger, just a really great classic American style burger with some really solid ingredients. This one, you've got sweet, you've got salty, you've got savory, you've got the hit from the onions. I need a thing to wipe my face a little bit. That is super good. I love that. That was really, really tasty. But, two questions have to be asked. Would I get it again? Would I recommend it? I'm going to go with yes and yes. A little bit-ish on that one, but... So, if I had any criticism, and it's less a criticism and more just a personal thing for this burger, it's that I wish that the pastrami itself was highlighted just a little bit more. There's so much going on with this burger. It's definitely there, and it's definitely tasty. It definitely adds to the overall experience. But it's just one of those things where, like, I would maybe make a couple of adjustments just for my own person in the future, just so that I could kind of focus more on the pastrami. But even just as is, like, the whole, like, just the sweetness of even, like, the pickles, like the onions, and just, like, everything going on, it was almost a mess, but so tasty and so good. Like, and again, very different than just the normal double cheeseburger. And I really like that. If I'm recommending it, I'm definitely going to recommend it, but this is going to be one of those ones where it's not going to be for everybody. I can tell you that right now. I think it's one of those things, if you go into it thinking that it's going to be like super heavy on the pastrami flavor, you might be a little bit disappointed because, again, it's kind of working in concert with everything else that's going on. And for some people, it might be a little bit confusing, just so many flavors going on. Not everybody is into that. I love contrasting flavors, so for me, I think it's fucking awesome. But, that all said, I've had 2 burgers from Shorty's now. they have a lot of other stuff in their menu, so, I'm sure as time goes by, it'll probably be a little bit before I get back around to them, but I'm definitely going to say, at least as far as their burgers go, they are definitely getting my full-on recommendation. Like, they're an awesome little spot. If you want a really good burger, get yourself some Shorty's. Like, really good stuff. 5 things before I get out of here. Have yourself a great rest of your day, spectacular rest of your week, monumental rest of your month, stupendous rest of your folks. Go over there, have yourselves a truly pastrami-tastic rest of your life. Because pastrami is fantastic. It's not my favorite lunch meat outright, but it is really good. So, final 2 things. Number 1, try to bring some positivity in the world. It's not always possible. It is, however, always appreciated. But what you do if you can't do it all the time, I know I can't do it all the time. Here's what you're going to do, folks. You're going to try not to be an asshole. Folks, not always the easiest thing in the world to not be an asshole. Trust me, I know it, I live it. I'm out there every day with you in it. Life can be stressful and frustrating and just bullshit sometimes, folks. And when we find ourselves in situations where we have to deal with said bullshit, it's important that we go over there whenever possible. Take a step back, try to mitigate the level of assholishness in our lives, hopefully do better for ourselves and for those around us. Very final thing, folks, do the thing. Whatever the thing is for you, that's what I want you to go out and do. Folks, do you have any like wacky or unusual burger combinations that you're a big fan of? I could go on for days with the amount of weird ass burgers that I've tried over the years. Basically, once I got to the point where I was old enough where I had a little bit of money, had my own vehicle, and could kind of peruse around and try out, new locations and stuff like that, I started just running with it, man. And I've had burgers with caviar and lobster on it. I've had burgers with fucking marshmallows and peanut butter on them. I mean, just all kinds of weird stuff. And, so if you have anything like that, please feel free to comment about it. I'd love to hear about it because, as much as I've tried, there's way more to try. So who knows? Maybe I'll end up trying it. Anyway, bye.